Why do buildings fail? For too long, those who own the buildings and those who investigate them have relied on limited diagnostic methods and commercially driven solutions. The result? Millions wasted every year on placebos, not cures. Something must be done. What is needed is an independent viewpoint, supplying real knowledge, real evidence, and real solutions. The appliance of science. Mike Parrett's Guide to Building Pathology. Mike Parrett is the UK's foremost building pathologist, co-author of the RICS bestseller Diagnosing Damp, and featured expert on the BBC's Raising the Roof series. His secret is his passion for the truth, the true source of problems within a property. This involves looking at the whole building, from the roof to the drains. In pursuing this method for over 20 years, Mike has amassed a unique body of knowledge, drawn from investigating almost every type of building. That knowledge has been gathered together for the first time in Mike Parrett's Guide to Building Pathology, an in-depth series of 6 DVDs containing nearly 9 hours of material. This unique project was filmed over 18 months in numerous countries, from the UK and Ireland to Scandinavia, Italy, Hong Kong and the United States.
Yes, this is not stone. This is synthetic stucco, which is called Exterior Insulation and Finish System.
These programs feature best practice in diagnosis and the specification of remedial work, with advice from expert contractors. Using real case studies, they demonstrate what to look out for and show the common mistakes and misconceptions. They are a vital resource for surveyors and home inspectors, architects, commercial and public property owners, and anyone involved in the construction, investigation, and maintenance of buildings. Why do roofs fail? What should you look for from the outside or the inside? What problems lurk in chimneys and how do you solve them? How do you specify top quality work?
The thinner the gauge of lead, the smaller the gaps allowing for expansion.
It is indeed, yes.
Why do walls become damp? Is the water coming from below or above? What's going on in cavity walls? And what about modern timber frames?
Water will just come right down into it and then get back behind here to the wood framing.
The useful guidance of BS 8102 assumes the water table will rise and it will be affected by some degree of hydrostatic pressure.
Why do floors fail? And why does a failure of the floor often look like a failure of the walls?
The effect of this construction is simply to displace ground moisture towards the perimeter walls. It was on the 4th of November 1966 that Venice experienced its worst flood in 1,000 years.
How do you prepare for a flood? And what are the do's and don'ts of recovery work?
I can predict quite confidently that dampness will return, not from the flood, but from the inherent defects on the building.
Drains are a mysterious hidden world. What's going on down there? Where do they go? And who owns them? Most importantly, how do you investigate and repair a drain without getting inside it?
Then we can seal off the gully and pump pressure using a pressure gauge and then see if bubbles develop.
Litigation over mold health and damp is growing rapidly. It can be all too easy to get caught out if you don't have all the facts.
These cases are often immensely complex. There are multifarious reasons for the existence of moisture within the property.
The final program in the series looks at the legal minefields surrounding building failure and damp. Cases hinge on the cause of the damp, building construction or lifestyle, tenant or landlord. What are the precedents? What questions might lawyers ask? What evidence will judges expect to hear? Packed with real case studies, practical methodologies and striking revelations, Mike Parrett's Guide to Building Pathology is an essential resource. Mike has gathered this knowledge simply because he cares about the condition in which people live. He operates independently of any service or manufacturer. Ultimately, he has nothing to sell but the truth. Can you afford not to hear it?